I'm here to show you the problem with Undisputed's latest update and how that same update is forcing everyone to play a certain way. I'm talking about the annoying playstyle where players back up the whole fight, not look to engage, and only look for counters. Because after the latest update, that's what it seems like everyone is doing. Backing up the whole fight, not looking to engage, and only fishing for counters. And the reason why players are doing this right now are two things: tracking and stamina. The thing the latest update did was, one, make tracking harder, making players miss more often, and number two, consume more stamina on missing punches, making the whole player base wanna fight like Shakur Stevenson. I'll be honest with you, since nobody wants to say it, all you do is complain, my guy, and you don't know anything about real boxing. That right there is called outside boxing, dummy. That right there is called outside boxing, dummy. I really want to know what makes you think I'm complaining right now. I'm just stating facts. First, you abuse the step back curls on early access. Then you abuse Deontay Wilder knowing damn well he's fucking broken. And now you want to talk about real boxing? Are you fucking kidding me? No, I'm not kidding. It's really called outside boxing, but you wouldn't know about that because you don't know anything about real boxing. You don't know anything about real boxing. I love how you ignored everything I just said to you and you keep talking about real boxing, but the way you play the game has nothing to do with real boxing. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If there's exploits, I'm going to use them. If there's exploits, I'm going to use them. Undisputed isn't the only game where people run, not engage, and only fish for counters. But it's the only game where players play like that and think they're really good. When Shakur Stevenson fought Edwin De Los Santos, he fought exactly like I'm describing. Mostly backing up the whole fight, very little engagement, and only fishing for counters. But don't worry, because I'm going to show you what I'm referring to in today's video, where I'll be using 90 overall Terence Crawford to fight against a 90 overall Vasily Lomachenko, displaying this annoying playstyle. But if you're having a great time so far, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right into it. There's one thing you need to understand when fighting a player who plays like this, and that is that you need to be patient and strategic, because if you're not, they'll pick you apart easy, because these players rely on two things: one, being patient, and two, getting you frustrated. The fight begins, and the first thing I immediately do is get control of the center of the ring, and the first thing he does is back up right away, letting me know right from the start what kind of fight this was going to be. And as I already know what he's trying to do and what his game plan is, that takes away the let me read the room period and allows my offense to flow right away. And as I begin to do that, Lomachenko gets me with a beautiful counter hook. But right away I noticed a big hole on Lomachenko's defense, and that was that he wasn't blocking his body at all. So I make sure that was a target on every combination I threw. As I'm working the body, I'm also switching stances in between combinations to give these men something else to worry about. But I'm mainly focused on working the body, because if you hurt the body, everything else eventually will crumble. And then I hit him with this beautiful combination. And as he tried to run away, I started cutting off the ring while at the same time putting pressure and making him uncomfortable. And by the end of the round, this happened. The first round was so one-sided that while in the stools, the commentators are already saying that he needs to knock me out to win the fight.
He's a knockout without a doubt. He's a knockout without a doubt.
The next round begins and he still refuses to engage. So I close the distance with a lunge, and while I'm doing that, he tries to fish for a counter, and this happens. Then I switched to southpaw to cut off that left side of the ring, and the whole sequence was beautiful. The fight continues the same way, me chasing down, putting pressure, and not letting his offense get started. Then he keeps trying to run away, while at the same time I'm cutting the ring and sneaking in that body work. As I find more success cutting the ring, my confidence goes up and my performance gets better. My pressure gets better, my blocking gets better, and the way I'm shutting his offense gets better.
Punch your opponent before he gets his fist back. Block.
God, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. Concentrate.
You would think that somebody using Vasily Lomachenko in Undisputed would fight just like he does IRL to maximize his attributes in the game. But no, my opponent still refuses to engage or to move forward. But that was no problem because by this point, I was in full control of the fight. By the third, I had so much stamina left that I let my power punches go. And then some beautiful work was done throughout the round. But by the end of the third, this happened.
Placing this. Placing this.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Over the place.
He rocks me, and the first thing he does is rush me to get the finish, which I don't blame, but where's this energy throughout the fight? The fight continues, and the next round I get caught with small combinations and single shots. Short combinations and single shots are really effective to cut off rhythm, and that was something that he was doing very well until he wasn't. But then I came back to give him the work. By the fifth, I came back for vengeance to prove a point, and I did, and this happened. Just like that, we got a beautiful flash KO. Remember how I told you that if you properly work the body, everything eventually crumbles? You're welcome. And that was to show you that this style is annoying to deal with, but when dealt with correctly, it's beatable. Before I go, I just want to thank you. I usually don't drop videos back to back like this, but the support has been so massive and it's been felt, man. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It really helps out with the algorithm. It was your host, King Diaz, and thank you for watching.